It's time for bed. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, for those of you who don't know. And for today's video, we're going to be testing out the new Huda Beauty foundation. This is the Faux Filtered Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Stick Foundation. So I have used the original Huda Beauty foundation, which is the Faux Filtered Liquid Foundation. Actually really like that. It is full coverage. It does really mattify my skin. It helps my pores. It just looks absolutely amazing. So when I heard that she came out with a stick foundation, I was like, okay, gotta give it a try. I know you guys would love it. You guys really do love wear tests. If you guys do want to see a video comparing the liquid foundation versus the stick foundation, leave me a comment down below. I could totally make that a different video, but let me just go ahead and tell you some facts about this. So first, I have mine in the shade Custard 220N, and this is what the component looks like. So still very sleek, on brand for Huda. And it does have that clear top, and then this is the color. So I feel like this may work, maybe a little bit too golden for me, but we shall see. You guys can see that this does have a ombre top. It is plastic, but I feel like the packaging isn't that bad. It is pretty light. Let me just give you some background information on this. So this is a buildable coverage. Like I said, this is $39 and it has 39 shades. A lightweight foundation that glides on easily, providing customizable coverage with a natural looking skin-like finish. And it is full to light coverage, natural finish. It is good for normal, dry, combination, and oily. And it is fragrance-free, transfer-proof, which is a really big claim right now, especially because we're all wearing masks. And it is waterproof, humidity and sweat resistant formula. Melts into your skin for a natural filtered finish. Whether you prefer full or light coverage, this versatile formula will help you be the master of your complexion. Swipe it on, set it, and forget it for the rest of the day. I'm super excited to see how this is going to work for my skin. So if you guys do not know, I have like super oily skin. I have pretty like acne prone skin. I am pretty textured. I mean, my skin's doing okay right now. I do have like a few blemishes from the masks and everything. All right, so now that I told you guys a little bit about the foundation, let's go ahead and test it on my face. I'm super excited. So if you guys do like this video and you guys do like wear tests, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and then also don't forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see. And let's just get right on into this video. Right, so I already did my brows, and I already did use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix It setting spray just to set my face. I am oily, as I just said, but I do like to have a little bit of hydration on my skin. We're going to go ahead and prime with one of my holy grails, the Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer. I've used this so many times, every single wear test. This is basically what I use. And I really love this primer just because if you're oily, it's going to keep you matte. It's not going to strip your skin. It's not going to make your makeup look really cakey or anything like that. It's really just a great primer if you have like combination or oily skin. But let me zoom you guys in and we will get to testing this. When I use a stick foundation, I like to use it with a brush. So I have a brush right here. This is the IT Cosmetics foundation brush. This is just in the shape of a little star. And then I also have a sponge here too. So I'm going to do half of my face. We're going to see which one kind of works better. Here, I think this is going to be a pretty good match, I'm hoping. But let's see. Ooh, that actually might be too dark. It feels really creamy. I think I'm just going to draw it all over my face first. And then if we want more, we can just add more. It feels like a little thick, but maybe when I blend it out, it'll work a little bit better. Let's go ahead and use a sponge first, but let's see. I'm just using the sponge. This is probably from Beaky Beauty or Ulta. Okay, so it's actually blending out really nicely with the sponge, but I feel like it's kind of taking away some coverage, like right over here. I feel like I'm gonna like this with a brush better. And it's actually really not that bad of a shade. It looks like really light coverage. So I do feel like I am going to have to build this up. It did sort of cover up this blemish that I had, but you can still kind of see it peeking through. So it feels really light right now. I actually want to go ahead and try it with a brush. I feel like I'm probably going to like it a little better. I feel like I'm getting a smidge bit more coverage with my brush. Still really light though. I'm actually surprised because the foundation, when I was applying it, felt pretty heavy. Yeah, I definitely feel like you could go either way. Use a brush or a sponge. I kind of like it with a brush a little better. This made it easier to like blend, and I feel like I got a little bit more coverage. I'm going to apply another layer because this is like really, really light. Y'all know I am like a full coverage kind of girl. I'm going to do some more swipes. 1, 2, 1, 2. I feel like my forehead is looking good. Blend this out. I'm just gonna do it with my brush. I like how it applies with the brush a lot better. It feels really, really light on the skin. So when you first apply this, like I said, it feels thick, but when you blend it out, it feels really, really light, and it blends out. You guys could see like so beautifully. Okay, it's actually not that bad. It definitely covered up that acne mark that I had a lot better. I kind of feel like it looks really pretty. My skin does have a little bit of like a glow. If you guys could see my ring light that I have going on, it kind of is bouncing off, and you guys could see like a little bit of a glow. So it's definitely not a matte finish. It definitely is more of a natural finish. I like it. I feel like my skin looks really, really fresh, really healthy, feels really, really light on the skin thus far. It actually does not feel like sticky or tacky like at all. I feel like it looks really good. I'm kind of content with having it at the 2 layers that I did. I feel like it still looks pretty good. This is probably what I'd go out with, is more medium coverage, not full beat coverage, because you could kind of see peeking through like a smidge bit. Should I just try one more time? Okay, let's do it one more time. I said I was done, and look, I applied more. That's fine though. Everything is fine. There we go. That definitely helped cover it up a little bit better. I feel like thus far it looks really, really good. If you have dry to normal skin, I feel like you wouldn't even have to powder this. Truthfully, it feels really, really nice on the skin. All right, so upon first impression, I feel like my skin actually looks pretty good. Definitely liked the 2 layers that I did. That 1 layer was really, really light. I mean, I really like how you can really customize it. The first layer was too light for me. Second layer wasn't bad, but I just had to cover up a little bit more on the cheek area. But it doesn't look heavy. It kind of just looks like my skin. It's just a better, not really like settling into any like lines or creases that I have thus far. I feel like it looks pretty good. Doesn't really feel like heavy or thick or anything. Definitely kind of just feels like my skin, kind of just looks like my skin. I'm kind of digging it, but I'm gonna go ahead and call check-in time 11:37, and let me go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I will be back to give you guys my final thoughts. Alright guys, so I am back. I'm just going to quickly tell you what I put on my face. So I used my Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade 19, literally my holy grail concealer. I went ahead and I added some brow gel. This is just the Maybelline Fast Brow Sculpt. I set my face just a little bit with the Peach Perfect mattifying setting powder. Then for bronzer and blush, I use the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer duo. I really, really love this one. This is in the shade Fiji. And then for a little bit of highlight, I went with the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. Love this. And yeah, that is it. I am actually going to not set my face today because I want to see how this actually wears, if it really is smudge proof. Do a few other videos, come back, tell you guys how I like it. You know the drill, a usual wear test that we do. But first impression after I applied my base basically is I feel like it still looks really, really good. When I was putting on my bronzer, my blush, like even sort of blending out my nose a little bit more because that highlight was strong, it really didn't alter the foundation at all, meaning it didn't make the foundation smudge, it didn't make the foundation like break up or anything like that, wasn't lifting. I feel like it actually looks really, really good. It definitely looks like my skin. It definitely feels like my skin. It feels super, super soft, super, super lightweight. If you do have normal or combination skin, I feel like you're really going to like this because you really don't have to set it. It just felt really, really nice. So I am going to come back in a few hours and let y'all know how this makeup is looking. So far I definitely give it 2 thumbs up. I really, really do like it. I hope you guys are straight. If not, I so apologize, but just bear with me. I don't have my viewfinder hooked up right now. Anywho, so it is now 6:38 and I've had this foundation on since 11:37, I believe it was. So it has been a few hours. This is what my makeup is looking like right now, and I just wanted to give you guys my quick little first impression or little update. I'm kind of really torn if I like the foundation or if I don't like the foundation. So let me just give you some of the positives first. First, I feel like my skin doesn't feel heavy. Like it doesn't feel like I have a lot of product on my face, which I appreciate. I hate heavy feeling foundations. And I also feel like the coverage still looks really good. It didn't really get into any of my fine lines or like my smile lines. I feel like it looks really, really good. It looks very healthy. My pores still look pretty good, which is exactly what they started off with. Like, it looks good, not really sticking to any like dry patches, which is also really good. But the two things that I noticed right off of the bat, which you guys could probably tell at least one of them, is first off, I'm actually really oily. So I've had this foundation on, like I said, since 11:30. Let's just do like 11:30 for like quick math purposes. It has only been about 7 hours since I've had this foundation on. And I feel like I'm oily, not as bad as like other foundations that I have tried out, but I am pretty oily. I don't know if it's because I didn't set with a mattifying setting spray, which is what I usually do, or if this is just like a little bit too natural for me and I need more of a matte product. I mean, usually I do like natural finish products, so here I just feel like I'm pretty oily and I really wasn't running around or doing anything like that, so it is a little surprising that I'm this oily. At this point, I would definitely go ahead and blot or use a setting powder just to make sure that like my oils don't mess up the rest of my makeup. I probably started getting oily about 2 hours ago, so about 5 hours into wearing this, which is honestly pretty surprising. I feel like that's actually a short amount of time for me to get this oily. Again, it could be the setting spray. I don't know what happened. I really don't think I was like or feeling on my chin so much, but I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but right here I'm literally like missing the foundation. I feel like it just went away. You guys probably won't be able to tell that much, but like literally just here, I don't know where the foundation went. It's not on my face anymore. And that's kind of surprising to me because they claim that this is a transfer proof foundation. And clearly it transferred off of my chin somewhere, my hands, my shirt, I don't know. It definitely did transfer. So those are two negatives, but I feel like my skin looks really good. So I'm kind of like torn, like, do I like it? So I will definitely wait until the next check-in just to tell you guys my final thoughts and give you like my final like impression of it, because right now I'm pretty torn. It can go either way, and I will check in with you guys. For you it'll be a second, for me it'll be a few more hours, and then just give you guys my final thoughts and impressions on this foundation. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. No, you guys already know who I am. It's time for bed. I'm tired, and it is now 10:11, aka my bedtime. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna do one last check-in before I take my makeup off and go to bed. So this is what my face is looking like. I feel like it kind of looks exactly the same as my last check-in. I think I'm a little bit more oily on my forehead, which is where I kind of see the oils the most, like right in this area and then right over here as well. You guys do know that I did use my Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer, so I shouldn't be this oily, but it's also 10:11. So I had this foundation on since 11:37. I'm just saying 11:30 just to make math a little easier again. I've had this foundation on for more than 10 hours. Is it that bad? No. Am I very oily? Yes. I feel like it has not really rubbed off. Okay, no, I'm lying. Okay, so it did kind of rub off on my nose, like right over here as well. So it rubbed off here, still rubbed off on my chin area. It's not sticking to any rough patches, still not settling into like my smile lines, not really looking funky anywhere else. Really, it's only just my forehead that's really oily and that it just rubbed off. So would I recommend this foundation? I actually really do like the way that my skin looked in this foundation. I just feel like this isn't a long wear foundation, which is one of its claims. I just feel like this isn't a foundation that will go ahead and stay transfer proof. I truthfully, for transfer proof, really like the Too Faced matte foundation. That one is pretty transfer proof on me, and I'm oily and it keeps me matte all day. I'm kind of leaning towards like, no, I definitely have other foundations that I would reach for more often than this one. Not saying that this is like a horrible foundation, but definitely if you are oily, I would be cautious. If my best friend was saying she wanted to go ahead buy this, I would probably tell her not to, just because there are other foundations that would keep me matte and then also have better wear time, you know? So yeah, that is basically my little impression. It's not a horrible foundation, but definitely not something that I would reach for. Let me go ahead and blot my face so you guys can see what it looks like after blotting. So for blotting, I just have my NYX blotting papers. I actually really like these. We have one right here. Ooh, I have not been like this oily in such a long time, guys. Oh my god. I definitely could have used like 2 of these. Wow. Yeah, it has been a minute since I'm oily. I mean, now that I like patted it dry, it looks really nice. It didn't take off any of the foundation as I was blotting, which was really nice. But again, if you're oily, if my best friend was oily and she wanted to buy this, I would say buy the Too Faced Peach Perfect, buy the Too Faced Born This Way Matte, even the NARS Matte Foundation. I'm blanking on the name. NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I would probably recommend that over this because I'm pretty oily. So yeah, that is it, guys. I hope that you guys did enjoy this little wear test. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see. Let me know what other foundation you guys want to see in action. I could definitely do another video for you guys, or if you guys want that side by side, I will happily do it. But I hope that you guys are doing well and that you guys are safe, and I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. Good night.